permission, made my decision to test my limit. Cause it's my business, God as my witness. Start what I finish. Don't need no hold up, taking control of this kind of moment.
Hey guys, so today I'm going to be filming this full face makeup tutorial for you guys, and it's inspired by Valentine's Day. And yeah, I just wanted to do something really sparkly and pretty, but also kind of not too crazy to where it's like bright ass pink or anything like that. But yeah, I used a pigment on the lid and I did a cut crease, and I include my full face, which is full coverage. And yeah, so if y'all want to see how to get this Valentine's Day look, then go ahead and keep watching. Bye guys.
Okay guys, first we're going to start off by priming underneath our eyes. This is a Smashbox primer. It's meant for underneath the eyes, but also rub whatever's left on the top of my eyelid just to help hydrate. Then we're going to go ahead and prime the face. I'm using my NYX Angel Veil for all over my face. Then for my pores, I'm going to go ahead and use my Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer in my T-zone area. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. I'm going to use this to cover under my eyes and also just hide some blemishes just for right now, just for the sake of the video. Then I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes with this concealer as well. We're going to go ahead and do the face later, so I thought I would prime first with a concealer. Then starting off with the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and take this skin tone shade from my Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm just going to go ahead and set that concealer in place so it doesn't budge and is a nice base for us. Then taking Burnt Orange from the same palette on a transition brush, I'm going to go ahead and use this as my transition shade. So I'm going to place it into the crease and above it kind of messily until it's really blown out, just because my eyes are hooded, so I want to really blow out the shadow so it's seen. Then taking red ochre on a smaller pointy brush, I'm going to go ahead and start cutting the crease and defining it. Then I'm going to go ahead and just take that same transition brush and a little bit more of that burnt orange shade and just blend everything together. Then taking a smaller brush, we're going to cut the crease even more with this brush. It's okay if it gets on the lid because we're going to clean that up later, but I'm just packing on more of that red ochre shade. Then it's time to go ahead and start mapping out where I want my cut crease to be. Because I do have hooded eyes, I can't put it exactly into my crease because it won't be shown. So what I do is look into a mirror and then draw it on like where I want my new crease to be. And it helps if you just look straight into the mirror. And so I'm mapping that out with a little small angled brush. And then it's just a brown shade from the same palette. Then finally I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning that up. I'm taking some concealer. You want to use like a thin concealer and a flat brush. And you're just going to want to go ahead and clean up everything on the lid all the way up to that brown line that you made where your new crease is going to be, if that makes any sense. But this is the most time consuming part just because it's a little harder because you have to put a lid where your fold is and try to cover the fold, if you know what I'm saying. So you have to make sure to keep your eyes taut and just clean it up as best as you can. Once you got everything where you want to be, you want to go ahead and set it right away. I'm taking that same skin tone shade from the palette, and I'm gonna go ahead and set that in place, just because if you don't set it right away, since I have hooded eyes, it will fold and then it will get messy all over again. So you just want to make sure you set everything in place. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up that line where we had our cut crease, just in case the concealer messed it up a little bit. Then for the lid, I'm taking my NYX glitter primer. I'm gonna go ahead and place this all over the lid, all the way up to that line where we created the crease. Then for the lid, I'm using this really pretty rose gold pink shade from a pigment from MAC. I'll have the name listed somewhere on the screen, but I'm going to go ahead and pack that on to that base that we've applied, and then just pack it all the way up to the line. And make sure you just keep adding glue where you need it, and then packing the glitter on right after, just so it stays. And you want to make sure you get all the way up to the crease, or else it'll look weird. Then I'm going back in with that same angled brush and just cleaning up our line just to make sure it stays intense. Now I'm getting that red ochre shade on a pencil brush just to blend out that line, just so it's not too harsh and it looks a little bit more blended. You still want it to look cut, but still blended with the eyeshadow, if you know what I'm saying. After you're done with all that, you could go ahead and do your usually winged liner. I'm using my Kat Von D Trooper, and I'm just going to create a wing. Then I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes for mascara for later on, and then I'm going to go ahead and tightline just so it looks more intense and more black up there. And I'm just using a Smashbox eyeliner, and then applying my mascara. This is a Bare Minerals lash domination, I believe, and I'm going to apply that all over my top lashes. Then moving on to the face, I'm taking my Urban Decay foundation, and we already primed our face, so I'm just throwing it on my face with my beauty blender. And you want to make sure you clean up all your glitter from your face before you do this part. That's why I did the eyes first, just because I knew there was going to be lots of fallout, just because we're working with the glitter. Okay, after I got my foundation on, I'm going to go ahead and contour using my contour stick from ColourPop. This is in the shade Dove. And I'm also going to use it to contour my nose a little bit. Then I'm blending that in with my Real Techniques contour brush. Then for concealer, I'm going to be using my Shape Tape from Tarte. I love this concealer. It's amazing. And it's in the shade Light, and I'm going to go ahead and place this under my eyes, and I'm also going to highlight my face with this. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and blend everything in with my beauty blender. Now before that starts to crease, I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes with my RCMA No Color Powder. Then I'm going to go ahead and bake my face using my Laura Mercier translucent powder just in the center, and then I'll buff it away later. And this is just what makes my face look so smooth. I realized is baking. It makes it look so soft and poreless. So I really like to do this step. Then taking this dark brown shade from the palette and an angled brush, I'm going to go ahead and do my lower lash line. I'm just going to outline my lower lash line with this shade. Then taking that red ochre shade on a pencil brush once again, and I'm going to blow out my lower lash line with this. Just basically blend out that brown. Then I'm going to go ahead and apply mascara to my lower lashes. Then for lashes today, I'm going to be using House of Lashes Sirens. And they're really pretty and wispy and long. And I'm going to apply those. Then moving on back to the face, I'm going to go ahead and wipe away that bake with a big fluffy powder brush. Then I'm going to go ahead and contour using my Anastasia contour kit and the fawn shade, and I'm going to go ahead and chisel out my cheekbones and also contour my nose a little bit. Okay, to blend that out, I'm taking my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer and a big bronzer brush and just bronzing up my face. And oh my god, I look like I'm going so hard on my face, like if I'm beating and I'm literally beating my face for you guys, like literally. After I got that on there, I'm taking my favorite blush, which is my Laura Geller Pink Grapefruit blush. I cannot talk, guys, today, I swear. I'm going to apply that on my cheeks and a little bit on my nose just to give it some color. Then I'm going to go ahead and highlight using Laura Geller's Gilded Honey. Then I'm going to go ahead and take some Laura Mercier powder and just clean up that contour just because I put a little bit too much bronzer to look kind of messy. Then to set and melt all those powders in so I don't look cakey, I'm using my Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray. Now we're going to go back to the eyes. I'm taking Nylon from MAC and I'm going to go ahead and highlight the inner corners of my eyes and also put this a little bit under my brow bone, whatever's left on the brush. I don't really go back in for more product. And that is pretty much it for the eye look. This is how the eyes turned out. I really like it. It's really pretty for Valentine's Day, I think so. And now onto the lips. I'm taking NYX Peekaboo Neutral Lip Liner and I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with this. Then for lipstick, I'm taking MAC's Honey Love and I'm going to go ahead and apply that all over the lips. Just a nice pretty nude. And that is it for the look. I hope that y'all enjoyed this makeup tutorial. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys. Till next time. Peace.